What's up?
Hey guys, back here again. Gonna talk about Fight Club. If you guys want a whole video about it, just let us know anywhere. We'll see any comment. We're very new.
Yeah, we likely will do a new video on Fight Club very soon.
Alright. So, honestly, we're gonna start this off with some, just watching some whatever's trending for us, I guess.
God, Euphoria. I heard some weird things about that new season.
Yeah, like she literally acts like a puppy dog.
How's it feel?
Huh.
Okay. So, can we talk about the wedding?
The song choice is crazy.
What part?
Florals?
Jesus Christ.
So I have an idea.
I'm not spending $50,000 on floral
Will you
arrangements.
just listen?
$2,000. I understand. $5,000, fine. $50,000 on something that's gonna die in a couple of days. That's insane.
Well, I might have.
I can't get over the song choice. It's
What?
horrible.
Man, like without that song though, like it's so awkward.
It's embarrassing.
So awkward.
It really is.
If that's what they're trying to get, like they did
it. See what they said.
it.
The song is not appropriate. See, someone agrees with me.
Oh.
Oh man.
Don't even look 1% actually in love. Yeah,
I don't think they were.
Even in the show, yeah, I can kind of see they weren't. But yeah, they don't even act like they're in love, like they're supposed to.
Mm.
Oh yeah, apparently Michael Jackson has been in a new light. No, for some reason Epstein, he was something about Epstein. That's as far as I want to go because I'm not too informed on it. What about you, huh, Amada?
I don't know now. I don't think he was involved. I feel like his name just came up because they tried to pin some things on him, and I don't think it worked out for them. That's all I know, though.
I want to watch other people live right now. Sounds interesting. God, what is going on in the world, huh?
Met Gala. That already happened? Or
What?
is it happening now? The Met Gala?
It's happening now, it looks like. What?
Oh, no way. I didn't even know.
What's the Met Gala?
It's like a bunch of rich people go every year, and there's supposed to be a theme. They're supposed to follow it and like wear like appropriate outfits that basically embody the theme. But every year they get it wrong. But you have to pay a lot of money to. They invite you, sure, but you have to pay money to get in. So it's like a bunch of rich people.
You're
People
one
are really
sentence
mad
away
about
from
it.
launching your website.
People are really mad about it?
Yeah.
Since the beginning.
Shut up.
Holy. A tank top to the Met Gala? It's crazy. Like, this is the most, like, one of the most famous parties you can get into. Like, if you can make it here, you made it, basically.
Where's Mr. Beast, huh? Where's Mr.
I think
Beast?
he's been invited. I think he's gone. I don't know, though. I could be wrong.
This guy looks like Bill Gates.
Yeah. Oh.
Bro's wearing the Japanese pants.
I think it's okay, but, like, I don't know. For the Met Gala, it's, like, boring. Because you're supposed to wear, like, some of the craziest outfits that you see the celebrities wearing comes from the Met Gala. You should see that one time, I think it was Kim Kardashian. She dressed up and she looked like a Dementor, and everyone was talking about it. Like from Harry Potter.
For real?
Yeah, look it up.
Kim
Kardashian. I
Kardashian.
guess Met Gala looks See, look, it's like one of the first things that come up
Wow.
because she's had some crazy looks.
That's what the Dementors look like?
Yeah, and this one. Right?
What the hell?
It's crazy.
Man, she's about to take some kids.
So everyone was making fun of her for. And then what people really hated though is, see this silver dress?
Yeah.
That was Marilyn Monroe's and she stretched it out.
What?
Yeah, like it was her actual dress, Marilyn Monroe's.
Some people.
And she bought it. I don't know how they let her buy it, but she ruined the dress.
Oh, yeah.
Because I mean, like, she's too curvaceous, I guess. Because she's had a lot of surgery done.
Well, what can you do?
Yeah, because they let her buy it. Honestly, I blame those people more because, I mean, she shouldn't be doing that. But, like, she wouldn't have been able to if they didn't let her buy it.
How much is your soul worth, huh?
Yeah. And then she did that wet look where, like, it looked like she was all wet.
Where?
This one. The dress is
It looks like she just got done with Was Kim with Kanye? Yeah, she looks like she just got done with Kanye.
Ew.
Hey, I didn't say anything. Nothing suggestive. I hope. The hell? This is now, isn't it?
Yeah. I've never seen that one before, that's why.
Yeah, this is
Huh.
2026.
Yeah, but I think they're saying this Katy Perry. You can just look them up. Like, you can look up the looks. They probably have them all out already. People love talking about this stuff.
Because they got nothing else to talk about, I guess.
Well, it's because they're supposed to show off, like, how good they can dress. And, like, some of them, like, really disappoint.
Yeah, riches doesn't buy taste.
I don't even know.
Excuse me.
I don't even know what she is. Dang.
Who is it?
I don't know.
Right. This shit's kind of boring.
Just look up the outfits. 2026 Met Gala outfits.
I'm not that interested, are you?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, not on YouTube. Just find the pictures because I don't want to watch it.
Maybe if you were a little more specific. Sorry, I guess I should have realized. Outfits or theme?
Outfits. I don't know what the theme is though.
Are you interested?
Yeah.
I think she's interested. God. Met Gala outfits.
Yeah, look how crazy. Actually, that's kind of pretty. I actually like that.
Who even is this?
I don't know.
Miss
That's
Mother Earth right
cool.
here?
What is the theme though? No, look.
I got it.
Look up the themes so we can see if they're on theme or not. Costume art. Fashion is art. Oh, that's such a that's such a vague theme though. They got lucky this year. Usually they're like really like on point. You know, what like really specific.
I wonder who's running the Met Gala.
I don't know actually. That's a good question.
What?
No way. Is that a real dress?
I have no clue.
I don't know about that. It's kind of ugly.
Anna Hathaway? Who is this?
Anne Hathaway? She's from The Devil Wears Prada and stuff
Oh,
like that.
yeah, they made another one.
Yeah,
Huh.
they did.
I didn't watch it though.
I wonder if the Kardashians went. They did something crazy. If they have, I haven't heard about it.
You want to see? Maybe it hasn't been their turn yet.
Probably not. Because I feel like they usually go at the end.
Yeah, because they're so rich.
Right? Oh, they already went?
Maybe. I
No
don't really,
way.
I don't really care
she
about
wore
this stuff.
something that
I don't
boring.
really care about this stuff, but yeah.
Okay, stop trying to be cool.
I mean, have never even known about
Dang,
this.
that dress is weird. Like, it looks like she's flashing you. Right?
Yeah, actually, her bra right here.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the point.
I guess. It's just the choice.
Don't take us down, you two.
She's wearing clothes. It just doesn't look like it. I guess that's the point.
You interested in anything else?
No. She has no eyebrows?
Can we finally stray away from this topic?
Yeah, fine. Whatever.
Well, if you want to keep looking, go ahead.
No, it's whatever.
Oh my god. Gosh. My head hurts.
Your head always hurts. It's not my fault.
Alright, let's see what else is popping. Yeah, we're not getting into politics. Now watch this.
Are you ready for a heart?
We don't. We're not in a place right now.
Rap interviews of all time, starting with the moment Charlemagne ambushed Logic with a brutally invasive question.
I don't really like Charlemagne, honestly.
Charlemagne
That's
has a
crazy.
history
She
of
already
crossing
said?
the line.
No, I didn't hear him,
Ambushed
actually. I
Logic
was too busy
with the
talking.
brutal views of
Sorry.
all time, starting with the moment Charlemagne ambushed Logic with a brutally invasive question.
Who that your sisters? Oh man, I don't want to get into that. That's a little too personal.
What kind of question is that?
Charlemagne has a
What
history
kind of
of
question
crossing
is
the
that?
line, like when he disrespected a young Post Malone and even dragged his girlfriend into it.
You got a girlfriend, don't you? Yeah, she's right there. What? Ask her.
Post Malone is a G, alright?
How are you? You know he's gonna end up leaving you, right? Oh, don't say that. You know. You know he's gonna sleep with other women, though. You do know that. You're aware of that?
They said what?
He's gonna sleep with other women. No, I'm not. He's trying to give me trouble.
This fool trying to mirror.
His mouth one too many times, Charlemagne got hit with a grim reality check from Beanie Siegel, who warned him that there are consequences for messing with the wrong people.
Well, I know I'm not qualified to speak on this, but you can understand how some people don't think what you're doing is all the way solid.
You might not think that, but you're not qualified, dog. You're a radio personality, man.
That's
You don't
right.
come from my world.
Oh.
You don't come from, you wouldn't understand my world. You don't come from my world. You don't know nothing about
He just got humbled.
Nah, I don't.
it. Yeah,
Just
stop
tell me.
running your fucking mouth, man.
And I don't want
Stop running your fucking mouth. You should. It's dangerous. It's dangerous.
No doubt.
You talking about somebody who went to war with police. It's dangerous. Attempted murders in the height of my career. It's dangerous. You don't know nothing about that, man.
No.
You sit up here, your job is to play games. Play with something safe, man. Don't play with me.
Charlemagne's nonstop trash talk finally caught up to him when rap mogul Birdman stormed into the studio to confront him face to face.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna start it off straight, telling all three of y'all stop playing with my name. Let's go on in, let's go. Stop playing with my f***ing name.
Yeah, let's do it on camera.
Stop playing with my name. I ain't Let's gonna go say right it on no in. more. When my name come up, respect it. Let's go. Stop playing with my f***ing name. All three of y'all, stop playing with my name. I ain't gonna say it no more.
The moment was even scarier, given that Birdman had just been accused of putting a hit on Lil Wayne.
What?
And no one knew just how far he'd take things.
I'm all good, but I'm saying, why come here just to
I'm
curse
good.
us
What's
up?
happening, man? I want to see you. I want to talk to your man in your face.
Absolutely.
You understand me? I knew a few places you was at. I could have pulled up, but I thought that was gangster. I wanted to come look in your face like a man and tell you how I feel.
Okay.
You understand me? Straight up like a man.
So what's the issue?
Ain't no issue. If there was an issue, you don't get.
Tell me why I really enjoy seeing Charlemagne get humbled. I mean, it just strikes a chord with a lot more people. I'm not the only one, huh?
The feeling. I just come to let y'all know, stop. Put some respect on my name. You understand me? And y'all saying my name, put some respect on it.
Did you pull up on Ross that way or trick that?
And I'm pulling up on you.
Yeah. But I'm the radio guy. Why pull up on the radio guy? I don't like talking to the radio
I
guy.
hear you. Y'all finished or y'all done? I ain't got no more talking.
This next fiery exchange, however,
Bro, I saw this, like, maybe I shouldn't pause it, but, like, she calls her a musician, and she thinks it's a magician.
What?
Yeah, well, I think that's
completely
right.
misunderstood the question, and you have to see it to believe it.
What do you know? That you're a musician. But that's why I'm interviewing you today, so I can get to know you.
So I'm a musician.
Mm-hmm.
That means make magic or something? What is a musician?
I think you're confusing that.
Yeah, I'm not a musician. And I make music.
Oh
I
God.
make music. And that's not all I do. I make music, I act. I'm a TV star too, a young mom.
How could celebrities these days just be so arrogant?
She got audacity.
Yeah, she's so.
Look at she moving her hands.
Like, what? How could you be so out of touch to not even, like, just
That's
ask her
embarrassing.
what that
I feel
means?
bad for her, honestly.
Just really quick, I think you're confusing.
Let me go get some candy. Do you have candy?
You
Oh,
thought
yeah.
that all I was a magician, right? You said?
A magician?
I said musician, not one magician.
Baby, I don't think. What is that? Ghetto, I'm thinking. I know.
Oh God.
So you
Thinking is ghetto.
Yes, I'm a musician. And I think you are a musician.
No, baby, I do music.
So you just really quick, for the record, did you say you don't think you're a musician?
I'm not none of that.
But then after that, you just said I do music.
Yeah, I do music.
So, in other words, you're a musician.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
But Snoop Dogg got even more heated after a reporter pressed him for being late to their interview.
I'm sorry if you guys can hear this. I'm just trying to get some gummy worms.
Let me just show you on Twitter. Dale was just wondering what why it was late, and I showed you what Twitter about getting stuff at the quarter.
I was late because I went to go get some chicken wings. That's why I was late.
Dang.
Yet Cardi B couldn't believe the audacity of being asked about pregnancy rumors in the middle of her divorce and didn't hesitate to snap back.
Cardi, insiders are claiming that Offset is publicly bragging about getting you pregnant for the fourth time. Do you foresee any paternity issues with Stephon Diggs?
Honestly, I can see that as disrespect. But it's a reporter. It's his job. And I'm not a big fan of reporters, but they do sometimes get out what's important these days. You know?
Yeah, but her point is, like she said, do you see women asking those types of questions? It's always, it's like, it's disrespectful. They're always way more disrespectful to the women in that space than the men.
I think you're right. Dang. She basically said what you just said. Wow, spot on. Uh-huh. She's right about that.
Then there's the time Joe Budden nearly had an aneurysm after Lil Yachty simply told him he was happy.
I hear about how Yachty feels. So I'm telling you how I feel. You're getting me every day. Wait a second. Happy. I'm happy. Okay, let me tell you about how humans are. Okay, listen. Feelings are fickle. What that means is they come and they go.
Yeah.
Nobody is one thing forever. You cannot tell me. You would be lying to tell me that as a young man, how old are you? In this industry, in this music industry, in the music business, you are happy 24/7. That is a lie. That is
Why is he so mad?
I don't know. I guess he's just so tired of all this fake stuff.
Well, maybe he's just that unhappy with himself that hearing someone else say that they're happy makes him mad. I don't really know the context, though.
You're probably right, though, honestly. Shit. Better guess than mine.
As an industry veteran, Budden didn't think Yachty deserved his viral fame, turning red when Yachty said
Yeah,
he
he's
was
jealous.
just having fun with music.
Then tell me what you want from hip hop. Making music, bro. Just having fun. You know what I'm saying? My fans love it. Just having fun is fine.
You want some water?
You sound like you're very aware of what's going on and you want to hide it on her. What do you want me to say? You want me to say, I want you to be aware of your business.
That is so rude. If he's just a guest. Like, what is going on?
I want you to know whether you're in a 360 or not. I want you to appreciate the growth that changed your life. I took you from college dorm room, eating orange and
I run a podcast, so feel free.
You know what I think the problem is?
What?
He just said it. He doesn't like that he has success a lot younger than him.
Yeah. He's jealous.
Like you said.
I want you who's well spoken and articulates himself well.
Budden's clashes with younger rappers reached new heights with Migos as he stormed off mid-interview in a show of
Migos?
disrespect. Something
Haven't heard of him in a while.
Me neither.
You like their music?
I've listened to some of it.
What song?
I don't remember.
Oh
Are you
God.
quizzing me?
Yeah, I'm fucking quizzing you.
I think I like stir fry.
Huh?
I like stir fry.
I don't listen to his music, so.
There you
the group didn't take lightly.
Alright, we gotta wrap this up though. Close it.
Hey, listen, man. I wish I could talk to the Migos longer, man. It's one of my favorite groups. I've been covered for so long. I'm glad it's.
Hey, man, you guys are nominated tonight. Have a good show.
Yet other interviews are truly heartbreaking, as was the case when DMX tried and failed to reconcile with his estranged son while cameras were rolling.
Your relationship with him, why you didn't talk to him? Because he wants to understand why you didn't talk to him. You were always, for most of the time, very hostile. And it was always, no, but just in the house, the way you would talk made me feel like you needed. Even what you were saying was good.
I spoke to that made you, you know what I'm saying? Feel like you
I mean, it was years
just
ago.
one example. Just one since I've done it so much. This is such a major part.
Jesus.
Man, I'm talking about this, man. This is, man, I'm not going for this.
That's so sad to see that from a celebrity that should be trained for this, from like publicity and stuff like that.
Yeah.
This is who they truly are. It's just, it sucks. That's why I tell you, you should never meet your heroes.
Xavier, I'm not intimidated.
How you do it, man? Stop running your mouth.
What about
I'm not gonna have it. You know, we'll talk when she stop running her mouth. Yeah, that's what.
Then there's
That's
the
embarrassing.
brutal
On
moment
camera?
when newcomer Lil Debbie was bombarded with hate calls during her appearance on Sway in the morning.
What's up, Stewie is in Philly. What you want to say, Stewie?
This is garbage, right?
You know?
Man. Got this fake ass crackle on there.
That was mean. Let me live.
Okay.
Let a young girl live.
John in Tennessee, go ahead. What you want to say?
That is trash, dog. Get the fuck out of here with me.
Oh, come on, man.
Yet Riff Raff turned his hate calls into comedy gold.
Yeah, whatever. Hey, look here, man. No one's laughing with you. We're laughing at you.
Listen, your mother, let me tell you something. Your mother worked community service for 7 years. She wouldn't expect such horrible things from you.
Wow. Wow.
It's okay. Listen to me. Listen to me. I have more money than your mother could ever make for you. When she gives you an allowance, it's really for pizza. She sends you to the
Damn.
to get you out of the house so stepdad can come in and, bring his friends and things and such.
Oh my God.
Excuse me.
Freddie, let me give you a quick combo. You're on break right now. You shouldn't be using your company card minutes on such things.
But one of the wildest moments on the show came when Kanye West
I'm a big fan of Kanye. I'm not gonna lie about that. Maybe it doesn't need to be known, but I felt like saying it.
absolutely lost it after Sway gave him advice on his clothing line.
Or why don't you empower yourself and don't need them to do it yourself? That's why you take a few steps back to go.
You ain't got the answers, man. You ain't got the answers, man. You ain't got the answers. You ain't got the answers, Sway. I've been doing this more than you. You ain't got. You ain't got the answers. You ain't got the answer.
I will not always defend Kanye, alright? I'm not saying I always will.
You ain't been doing education. You ain't been doing education.
You don't have the answers though. Because you trying to give me advice about something. You ain't got the answer. You ain't spent $13 million in your whole life trying to.
Wow.
But I spent hundreds of thousands and putting out clothing lines at a smaller degree.
That's when Kanye hit Sway with a low blow, belittling his failed attempt at launching a fashion label of his own.
What's the name of your clothing line? We don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Dang.
But that's not
exactly. And I can lose money on a higher level too. Don't think just because. Don't think because I got the whole release money.
my question, dog.
Maybe no, man. You don't have the answers.
I'm asking you for the answer. It's a question.
West's temper has not cooled with age, with one recent incident seeing the rapper furiously snatch a reporter's phone.
Sorry, guys. I gotta see this again. This is kind of funny.
Oh, that was mean though.
Yeah.
What kind of question is that? Superhero.
Snapping at a reporter is one thing, but Lil Wayne went as far as disrespecting a lawyer during his deposition.
Is that an interview that you actually gave with Katie Curry?
Is that an interview that I actually gave with Katie Curry?
Yeah.
What's your name?
Hey, well, that's not a good question.
What's your name? Huh? Pete Ross. Pete Ross. That's a stupid ass question. You just saw me here and gave an interview with him.
Okay.
No, man. Lil Wayne has a lot of moments, I think, that just make on him like, fuck. Like, I've always seen clips of it. And I like his music. Like, I always like, but on with the video.
But things got truly tense when Wayne began threatening prosecutors, all in the presence of a judge.
Can I ask the question?
Thank you, Your Honor. Do you want to thank you? Thank you real well. That guy right there. He can take it real well. Just like, what does that mean?
Whoa. That was not smart.
Wait.
And real well. That guy right there. He can take it real well. Just like, what does that mean? I'm not elaborate.
Yeah, but I mean, you shit, you're still free, man.
Is that a threat against her? Mr. Most, I think you understand your Mr. Parker, but he can take it. And what does that mean? I was talking to myself.
Even Justin Bieber, who has dabbled in rap, completely unraveled in a deposition after being asked about his ex, Selena Gomez.
Have you ever talked to Selena Gomez, especially if you're about paparazzi? Don't ask me about her again. Sir, get on to it. Have you ever, don't ask me about her again. Don't ask me about her again. Have you ever asked me about her again? Don't ask me about her again.
And Bieber wasn't the only one to snap under pressure, as Kodak Black's interview took a sharp turn when he was pressed about the recent allegations made against him.
Your cases and everything you've been through, and I know the recent one right now is very sensitive. And with respect to, everybody involved in that case, we can't get into details today. To have you back so we can have a deeper conversation about that because, it's a serious topic. We're hearing these stories a lot. You seem upset that I brought it up.
I feel like sometimes like y'all entertain like, you know what I'm talking about? Or like change the subject one from one time.
We'll change what's up.
Whatever.
Well, I was saying, I didn't know have to talk about
I feel bad for what happened to Kodak. So many people recorded his downfall.
Really?
Whenever he was popping pills and stuff like that. But I mean, it's his life. It's just, I don't necessarily feel good about it.
Lil House Phone's deceased mother was brought into the conversation.
He's been going through the hell shit. He's talking about the person that
fucking raised me, that birthed me, my best friend that died. Oh, just he's been going through the mom.
Are you actually acting like I have some kind of disrespect for your mom when
I came to the first funeral as soon as it happened.
You know, this guy's a cook.
Really?
Yeah, his wife is called Lena the Plug. I'm not trying to promote her stuff, but yeah, she's on you know, and he just lets people rail her. And he has children with her. Yeah, I know. After she had finished like delivering a child, she told him like I'm excited to get back. Yeah. And he's okay with it, and he tells other people like I'm just okay sharing my wife. Yeah, you're telling me.
Guess there's something for everybody.
Kendrick Lamar wasn't having it either, checking DJ.
I'm a big fan of Kendrick.
Disrespectful questions.
Okay, this is the last question, bro. You feel like you're overrated, bro?
No.
Yeah, he is definitely not.
See, I shouldn't even answer these questions. I feel like this motherfucker is just trying to sabotage my character and not be aware of what I'm doing.
Oh, shit.
Well, guys, this is getting a little awkward with Kendrick Lamar. Thank you for all
What
the
do you
clear
expect?
questions.
What kind of question is that?
The whole top box in the building.
Yeah, we gonna keep you up now because you picked them people.
But when DJ Academics accused Soulja Boy of stealing lyrics, Soulja fired back with an underhanded insult.
Yo, you decided you a hater. This guy hater. And I gotta pull up the shit behind and not get everybody know Drake stole my flow, bro. And that's the end of it.
Yeah, people talk about it all the time.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, they even talk about how Drake may have influenced Tupac's downfall. I think. Maybe. I might have that wrong. I might have that really wrong.
He took a line from you and you took the same line from another.
Oh.
50 Cent took things even further, openly
That's
threatening
50
to
Cent?
put a hit
Yeah, that's
on the
50 Cent.
interviewer who disrespected him.
How much you think it costs to kill somebody?
Nowadays, don't that. Yeah, don't that.
Why would it cost so much to go through the corpses? And I'm gonna take the same kind of money that you would get and get it to them and go shoot it. Yeah.
Then there's the time Rockefeller Records co-founder Damon Dash went off on Fox News, snapping during a debate over rap's lyrical content.
I'm making it cool to be smart. I'm making it cool to be smart. I'm making it cool to be not about business. You because you feel like I give you better ratings to portray something negative at the end of the day.
He's definitely right about that.
If you hurt children, how do you hurt children by promoting to be an entrepreneur and CEO and do right now? For example, why are you looking at a
Did you hear him?
Yeah. Oh, wait, I didn't hear him. What?
Because you mad.
Yeah, taunting him. I mean, he deserves to be taunted because, like, he's just trying to make an asshole out of him.
Yeah.
And while Dash spoke his mind, Lil Wayne completely shut down when an interviewer tried to compare his rap to poetry.
So you never did any kind of poetry that you write down to use any of?
No, I don't want to do poetry. I'm not into poetry. This interview is with a rapper. So, I don't.
I thought poetry was rapping.
It kind of is.
Yeah, you cut that out, man. I don't like you. Too bad. My feelings.
What did it do wrong to you? Talking about the honest?
Yo, the interview's over, yo.
He's mad because he thinks he's basically doing poetry and he doesn't like it. It doesn't sound good. It doesn't sound too tough.
And then there's MGK, who threw a
Oh,
full-on
God.
temper tantrum over
I don't like Machine Gun Kelly.
No, he's weird.
I've never liked his music. Never. There's not a song out there. Maybe you guys can prove me wrong, but I don't think so. That I just like. There's nothing. I have a cousin that listens to just Machine Gun Kelly. I told him to turn that shit off.
How did being a father inspire you as an artist?
I'd say I did a lot of, I've done
it so many times. Like, I don't want to do an interview, man. Can we just like, I don't. Like, I want to let my music speak, man. I have shit to say. I've been saying it for years, dude. Like, man, y'all listen, listen to the song.
I guess he's right. I guess.
But in
Yeah.
this next clip, it wasn't just the rapper flipping out, as Piers Morgan lost it after Kanye walked out on their interview, making the moment.
Hey, if y'all can make my dream come true, I want to meet Kanye, please. And Kendrick. Is there anybody you want to meet?
No.
Really? Nobody? There's no celebrity you would want to meet? Or, you know, just someone of fame?
I like Zendaya, but I don't really care to meet her.
For real?
Yeah, I'm not too into like celebrities.
I feel a little offended.
I know, that's why I didn't say anything.
Alright.
Infamous.
You know what I mean? Why do all you people in the media act like you haven't played my songs at your weddings or graduations or at funerals or when your child was
Hey, he's right about that. I played graduation on my graduation.
like that nuance right there? It's idiotic. It just shows the hate that you put out for people that put
Did you play graduation on your graduation?
No. I don't do anything for my graduation.
You don't know what's up.
I didn't do nothing.
What do you mean?
Another day.
I just went to graduation is what I mean.
Nah, you had a party.
Yeah, I had a graduation
Yeah,
party.
exactly.
But I'm talking about on my way.
No. I went with my parents and that was it.
Are you blaming me for that or something?
No.
Sounds like
You
it.
seem offended.
I'm sorry.
Or responsibility. And, you know, what do I? Of course I get it. No, sir. This is what you did for now. We can circle back when you can count.
Oh.
Why did you stand up like a silly little cow and walk away before I could ask him difficult questions?
For the third time here, I don't know if you have a hearing problem, but I'm not going to answer questions on another man's behalf. But
Right, you know how you set up the interview with him.
Another time, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, tell him from me he's a sniveling little coward. And he's an anti-Semite and a Hitler worshipper.
But he only says that only after he's gone.
That's what I would have asked him if he had the balls to sit there and take the questions.
He has done some crazy stuff though, Kanye.
Yeah, I will admit that. He definitely has said some things where he had to be told by other people that like he really shouldn't be, and he agreed. I think. You want to watch anything else, or you want to just get to Fight Club right now?
I don't know.
Dirty Dom was on Logan Paul's news.
I love this picture of Logan Paul. It just defines the man right here, honestly. Just this face right here. I wish I could put posters of it everywhere.
Honestly, it's the reason why he's so popular. Like, I know he said he regrets it, but I feel like he can't regret it that much because that's what blew him up is the fact that he did that for his video.
Yeah, exactly.
That's sort of impulsive, and he brought up Logan Paul's in Japan.
I just came back from Japan last week. Really nice. It was really nice.
I don't think he's allowed to go. Logan?
Bro?
Yeah, I think he's like banned from the country or something like that.
She's never been. There's a great high obligations. Can you go? Bro, Dom, what do you think? Yes, I can go to Japan. No, I can go to Japan. I didn't know if you were like, you know, shouting or something. Bro, yeah, next time you're calling. Oh no, nice.
I don't know.
I've never said this before, but my rule was if I went back, I'd like to be invited back. Who are you trying to get invited? Obviously, my best bet is the WWE. Be a real deal there. I mean, we get invited everywhere.
I don't think anyone wants to invite him.
Yeah, for real.
I'm just as a heel, you know.
Dirty Dom was on Logan Paul's news.
What?
Yeah, Tyler's done some weird things.
You can see on the internet, he's an odd guy. But
Yeah.
he grew up with my
Especially
dad.
with women.
He grew up because he's bi, I think.
Is he actually?
Yeah, he likes guys and girls. I'm pretty sure.
Look it up.
Yeah, like I'm pretty sure. Maybe not officially. Exactly. He's never labeled himself.
He's heavily hinted at being attracted to both men and women.
Yeah.
Huh.
And I mean, he doesn't have to come out of the closet.
I guess he probably is then. He probably is.
You don't even want to meet Me Canyon?
Me Canyon?
Yeah.
He seems like a chill guy. Oh, I want to meet Markiplier, actually. I do want to meet Markiplier.
Yeah, see, I told you.
Does Markiplier count as like a celebrity? Yeah, I was thinking more like Hollywood. I don't like anyone really in Hollywood.
A celebrity? Like, I look. I will search it up.
There's
for
some
you.
YouTubers I would like to meet.
I'm sorry, I'm this petty.
It's okay, I'm used to it.
Oh wow. See, this is what I meant.
Okay.
This is what I.
Okay, I would just it didn't click, you know. I didn't think of it.
I'm always the bad guy.
Yeah.
I wanted to kind of watch this one. I forgot what I had for watch later. Yeah.
My wife called me lazy because I never do the things I say I'll do. I thought.
Yikes.
The question, what is the scariest animal? I mean, it is one of the greatest icebreakers, at least in my opinion. And some of the more common responses to this are things such as snakes, sharks, spiders, crocs, bears, etc. Now, these answers are fair, and they all can be quite scary. But really, statistically there's only one true answer. And no, it's not mosquitoes. Rather, other humans. No animal causes ourselves as much pain as, well, ourselves. And every year, at least 475,000 people are killed by other humans.
Wow.
And mind you, this is not including war, car crashes, accidents, or the transmission of contagious diseases.
Oh my god, that's a pretty big number, though.
Millions. And so not only can no other animal compare to this by numbers, but also not by brutality. Because without going into too much detail, I'm sure most of you already know how brutal humans can be. However, for as bad things can seem today, in some ways, I much prefer the present over the past. As back in the day, people could be quite, out of control. And there is no better evidence for this than real-life discoveries which document ancient human violence, which was in some cases so grim that it honestly makes horror movies look like sunshine and roses. And a decent place to start is about just the worst time you could have spawned as a human, the Neolithic, also known as the New Stone Age. It's hard to describe this period in one word, but whatever that word is, it's not a good one. And that largely was because of us, with violence and war being the name of the game back then. In fact, the violence was so bad that it might have resulted in a drastic drop in population that was severe enough to cause an actual genetic bottleneck. And due to this, you might be unsurprised to hear that we know of literally hundreds of mass burials and sites of real violence that all trace back to this period. Yet, like everything, there were levels of the derangedness, with some sites being more plain, you know, a simple blunt force victim here and there, while others make you want to go, what the freak is horse. And one of the most horrifying sites yet was a place known as Herxheim. This archaeological site sits in the southwest of Germany, and is frankly a place you wonder if it would be best if it was never discovered.
What did you tell me about Germany? That short story thing? How Germany made a bunch of the tales we tell?
Oh, like the Grimm brothers?
Yeah.
The Grimm brothers...
The Grimm brothers.
Yeah, they were responsible for basically going around, I think it was after World War I want to say.
Mm-hmm.
They went around and they basically collected all the folk tales from around there before they went away, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, what?
I'm reading.
Oh my gosh, Rumpelstiltskin, like an American Horror Story.
They really edited them.
Wow, I guess we really just. I mean, we made them real, I guess, honestly, and we didn't. We took them out the book.
Yeah, some of them are really like dark,
but yeah, they had to change.
That's not even the worst of it.
It was. You told me that it was never really a good ending. It was always more like a lesson to be learned, right?
Yeah, all of them were like that.
as it contains the remains of a pretty gruesome massacre even by prehistoric standards, and is essentially the largest ancient massacre site we know of, with there being at least 1,000 slain individuals that have been chucked into a series of pits that surrounded a then large settlement. And based on a few of the more intact bodies found, it's been suggested that the dead have been offed by not one, but by a variety of different weapons. You know, gotta switch it up sometimes. But with stone axes in particular being quite prevalent, causing smashed skulls, broken limbs, and just in general, a whole lot of trauma. And let's just say, absolutely no mercy was shown to the victims, as men, women, children, and even newborns were amongst the dead. And something else that was pretty unusual and grotesque about this place was that in the pits of the deceased, researchers wound up finding victims that belonged not to just one group, but to multiple. And these groups, in some cases, came from very different places, being from areas up to 310 kilometers or 500 miles away. And so this, along with the presence of the settlement, led to the horrifying notion that Kirkstown wasn't some aftermath of a battlefield or just a raid on a village, but rather the center of a murderous cult, which rounded up captives from across great distances before then taking them here to be quote-unquote silenced, or perhaps sacrificed. And
That's awful.
Should be enough to show the dark side of humanity, but the true nightmare involves what happened to these people after death, as the vast majority of skeletons were in abysmal states, being in pieces, charred, shattered, or cleaved, a sign that the killers meticulously butchered, dismembered, and in some cases, freaking spit roasted these poor people. And all this might have been done for a feast, as across the bones, researchers found numerous...
Reminds me of the story of... I forgot. It's like a Greek mythology of the guy who was eating his children, but they were gods.
Oh, that's what that that's what that is.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Who is this though? I forgot his name.
Something with a K, I think.
Kronos?
It's...
She can't type. She can't type.
Ah, stop. It's this guy.
What? I'm not asking for the guy that drew it.
Oh, no,
Saturn. It's Saturn.
Yeah, but Saturn is the Roman name. See, Roman. Kronos.
It was Kronos,
yeah. I had a feeling it was Kronos. Kronos and,
You had a feeling,
Zeus.
but you didn't tell me?
Yeah, because I didn't want to be wrong.
Oh, wow. She's scared of being wrong now.
Shut up, Chris. Yeah. This guy, he went into like a big depression. That's why he
was just
painted
eating
that.
Oh. I thought you meant that, like the actual guy.
No, he ate his children because he was...
He was
like,
power
really
hungry.
messed up.
Yeah, he was power hungry. He didn't want his children to be stronger than him.
Yeah. It's weird.
It's probably based on some real story.
Yeah. Maybe, I don't know.
Have been done for a feast. As across the bones, researchers found numerous times of biting and gnawing, reflecting cannibalism on a scale never seen before. And some of the bones were even more gnawed than others, suggesting that in this cult, the killers also had their favorite parts of the body, so to speak. And sadly, we don't really need our imagination to imagine what parts those were.
Yeah.
We are quite certain that one of the most prized parts turned out to be the noggin, i.e.,
the brain.
Oh, the brain is one of the worst things you could eat because that's how you get the...
Prions.
Yeah, that one...
It's prions.
What is that disease where, like, when you eat brains?
Kuru.
Kuru, yeah. Yeah, it's crazy.
The majority of skulls were treated in the exact same manner, being they had been struck along the sagittal line, floating faces, mandibles, and skull caps, creating symmetrical halves, with a few also clearly been skinned as well.
Oh, wow.
That's awful.
And after eating the flesh off the heads and extracting the brain content for a good source of daily fat, this cult would then take the balls of the skull and transform them into essentially skull caps, from which they would then drink, leading to another very pleasant idea that the victims were feasted upon while their killers drank from their literal skulls. Quite a horrifying thought, being eaten while someone uses your skull to quench their thirst.
Holy
shit. Ultimately, her sign was just one of numerous signs that demonstrated such behavior. But it definitely holds the crown when it comes to quantity and quality, so you could say. You really won't find locations more brutal than this one, but you can definitely find acts that are almost as cruel and also very strange, such as the discovery that was made in 2023 when the team stumbled upon a collection of dismembered body parts. Specifically, a dozen of them on Earth
a lot of hands.
No bodies, just hands. Now, admittedly,
That's
it
a lot of
wasn't the
hands.
first
That's
time
freaky.
found pits.
Just finding
But these
hands.
ones were located in a rather odd place, where you wouldn't expect to find such a found act.
Well, these people, I'm assuming, they had they had morals, but like a really different kind of morals, like feed the strong and maybe leave the weak.
Yeah.
Because this is old, this is really old, whenever that really mattered, and feeding the old and the weak would just get in the way.
It sounds like Viltrumites.
Yeah, it really does, like Invincible.
And where was that? Well, in front of a courtyard. And whose courtyard? Well, instead of a specific person, it belonged to a culture. In a sense, one that I'm sure you've all heard of, and at some point might have been very interested in. It belonged to ancient Egyptians. Yep, it seems like these guys had a knack for hacking people's hands off, and then stuffing them.
And for taking their brains out. They literally had a tool that would go up their nose.
Oh, yeah. And their organs, too.
Now, we were already aware of their affinity for this, based on certain hieroglyphs.
Oh my gosh.
Bunch of hands. People clearly collecting hands like some type of game achievement. But this find was the first case of researchers actually seeing the practice carried out in real life. Here's the thing though, severed hands are not exactly new. We've seen them happen in prehistoric cases of violence before. Such as where a hand is lost in battle. Yet, this story is a bit stranger than simple violence, if you will. You see, the courtyard was situated right in front of the throne room, which belonged to the Hyksos dynasty, a rather well-known group that actually originated in the Levant and ruled thousands of years ago, marking them as the first foreign rulers of Egypt, with this site explicitly being over 3,500 years old. And they were well known for having introduced a variety of cultures and new tech to the Egyptians, including, for example, chariots. And I guess taking hands was a part of this too. But they weren't just taking for the sake of taking. No, instead it seems like these severed hands were used as some sort of currency. And I don't know about you guys, but humans constructing
currency?
Hands is rewarded with gold or service.
Hey, remember in The Sopranos when what was his name? Little Carmine. He said it. I liked what he said. He said a pint of blood is worth more than a bucket of gold. So, I mean, I think they understood that. I think these people understand that. Because, I mean, as messed up as it is, like, they understand that the humans are worth more than the minerals they discover. It looks like, because, they had them as an achievement. I wonder if they had a deep appreciation for wood.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't necessarily a place I'm trying to time travel to visit for too long, or really at all. And so what archaeologists think happened is that soldiers would sever hands off the living or already dead enemies of their rulers, before making them look nice and pretty and presenting them to the pharaoh or some noble, where in return they would have gotten back. There's also the suggestion that severed hands were a bit of a cultural currency too, wherein different rulers and people high up would show off for presenting more sliced hands than the next guy or girl. And this all makes me wonder how many innocent people ultimately got their hands taken, simply because some soldier or person wanted some extra gold, or perhaps that a pharaoh just wanted to show off. And so far, a dozen of hands have been unearthed from this specific site, which, by the way, belong exactly to 1 dozen individuals, who were above the ages of 21 but not elderly, and all but one were likely males, with the last hand possibly having belonged to a lone woman, which we know based off of finger-length ratios. Now, to be honest,
really?
I'm certainly not saying this
You can figure out if someone's a man or a woman based on their hands?
Well, forgot. What was it? You can't tell a lot through the bones. What is it?
Can you tell gender? Oh, sorry.
Hand length.
Measurements of hands. What? Forensic anthropology.
Yeah, anthropology. That's the class I took in intermediate
Males
college.
have longer and broader hands compared to females. Well, yeah, but I didn't know they could do it with such accuracy.
But I mean, it's
Males
accurate.
have a lower ratio. The ratio of the index finger to the ring finger. Wait, the ring finger is much longer than the index finger. What? Mine aren't like that. My ring finger is shorter. Your ring finger is longer than your index finger.
Hey, what are you trying to say?
Oh, it says mine should be equal in length and yours should be like longer.
Which one? My ring finger should be longer?
Your Yeah, your ring finger should be longer than your index finger. It is.
So it is.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, guys, I'm a male.
The ring finger is... Wait, is your... Yeah, your ring finger.
How many times you gotta be certain about this?
Because I'm confused.
Yeah, I know.
Huh.
She's confused a lot.
That's cool. I didn't know that.
I think at the 1 hour mark we should start talking, or maybe 1 hour, just after this video is done, we should start talking about Fight Club.
Yeah, that's so weird. Oh, what? A forked line? That's a child line. That's a... masculine hands. Should start reading WikiHows. There's some really weird WikiHows.
No, duh. It's wiki.
They're funny. I remember, in my friend group, we used to have this joke. We would keep sending this one. It was how to be an alpha bad girl. Alpha boss girl, something like that.
What? Why?
It's funny. Because it's funny. It's just so random.
Okay, but what's so funny about it? I'm not getting the joke here.
Because,
Yeah, exactly.
Shut up, kid.
Ow!
Shit. I do think it really shows how strange humans are in a kind of bad way. Where removing the body parts of your own species can be seen as a monetary, good, and cool thing. And this all makes me wonder, how did we even go from banging some rocks together to trading numerous body parts for gold? Well, I doubt I, or anyone can tell you all the precise steps involved, but I can't tell you about the oldest evidence we have for intentional violence between Homo sapiens. The real Cain and Abel, if you will. A few years back within Romania, the team was excavating the Pistera Ceoclavina cave of South Transylvania, but they then stumbled upon a multitude of different fossils and artifacts, specifically consisting of stone tools tracing to the Ornation culture, along with several bones belonging to cave bears. And now, despite being found in Romania and Transylvania, this was no vampire's lair, rather a person or persons who had inhabited it for a while and had seemingly whacked a few animals here and there, who were brought back to be grubbed up. Yet, among the pile of material, the researchers noticed something. One very odd thing, which stuck out like a sore thumb, or should I say, a sore head, as it was actually a large piece of the skull, and it didn't belong to no cave bear, but rather a human. To be exact, it seemed to belong to an adult man, which had lived in the area about 33,000 years ago during the Upper Paleolithic. Something else they deduced quite obviously was that this was one banged up skull, as the skull's right side had essentially been cracked like a freaking egg. However, the team wasn't really sure what this meant. They couldn't figure out if the damage had been accidental, like maybe it was a clumsy goober who tripped and hit his head, or if the damage came from something like the falling rock. And so this meant they would need to do some research, which entailed gathering what was essentially the Avengers of Science, uniting researchers from multiple countries and carrying out a slew of tests and scans in the skull, which all ended up revealing a disturbing truth. Very disturbing. And that is that nothing accidental had happened to this man. He had been straight up killed, intentionally. Obviously. Specifically, they were able to identify not one, but two near identical massive fractures.
He's not talking about Etsy, is he?
And guess what? The presence of these two fractures was huge.
I don't think so either.
As their identicalness meant that this man...
Because wasn't that guy like perfectly preserved?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, this is just a skull.
Sorry, I'm just being stupid.
And not just that, that each hit was done by the exact same object. In other words, there is no way this dude slipped. Additionally, while comparing the pathology from the skull to that of those seen in present day, they confirmed that the pattern and nature of the wounds only matched damage seen in violent attacks and carried out with blunt force objects.
Ouch.
In this case,
Yeah, it looks like that
and
hurt.
with this, the team had a confident idea on what had happened. For whatever reason, 33,000 years ago, this man was mining his own beeswax, maybe, when all of a sudden he was struck twice by another individual, holding a bat-like weapon, with the first hit incapacitating him, with the second having ended him, likely via catastrophic brain damage. Additionally, this attack seems to have been quite personal too, as the location of the wound suggests that his killer was facing him head-on while carrying out the deed. And for whatever it's worth, it also appears that the killer was left-handed, given that the fractures occurred in the right side of the skull. And when looking at the age of the remains, it is for now considered the oldest near-conclusive evidence we have for intentional violence among humans, and the first homicide. However, I will mention that this absolutely does not mean that in the first 300,000 years it existed, there were no other acts of murder or violence against fellow man. In fact, it's guaranteed not to have been. It's rather just the first one we are aware of. But there is actually a close competitor that occurred in Russia around the same time, in what is now known as the Sahir Cave. not 100% confirmed if been intentional, or then possibly having been accidental. But one interesting thing about human violence is that in some ways it does seem to be a bit like a fashion trend, where it waxes and wanes in popularity. Sometimes it's quote-unquote cooler to massacre, and other times not as much, thankfully. And actually, for a good duration of our existence, large-scale violence did seem to be rarer than frequent, with one hypothesis being that for a chunk of history, the population of humans was too low and too mobile for large conflicts to pop up often. Yet, as humans
That's pretty smart.
more permanently, developed more complex societies, and sold the numbers, the opportunity and reward for violence grew exponentially. And really, as of now, the oldest evidence for large-scale violence dates to around the same time that permanent settlements became a thing. And the location of this atrocity that I'm referring to was discovered in the Valley of the Nile, specifically the Sudanese section. And it really was a doozy for scientists, as within this narrow valley lay the remains of at least 64 near-intact skeletons and a bunch of fragmented bones, most of which were in poor condition. And when I say condition, I don't mean bad condition from weathering or the passing of time. Rather, these lot have been brutally killed, with every single person having some kind of major injury to their body. And unfortunately, the slain weren't just adults, as the deceased were a range of ages and gender, with the indiscriminate violence even being extended to young children. As two child specimens, dubbed JS-14 and JS-13, have been literally headshotted by numerous projectiles.
Oh my
none of the wounds
gosh.
have been healed, meaning they died then and there, likely alongside the rest of their family. And the thing is, they weren't just headshotted, but rather literally riddled by projectiles, entire body over them. So whoever shot them clearly had no mercy in their heart, and even along the legs of these children was their extensive damage, wherein various projectiles that impacted them and were strong enough to badly damage their femurs, causing large chunks of the femur to literally fly off.
Even
and in
children.
general, it seems like all the victims received similar overkill treatment. And in 21 individuals, they even found the remains of actual stone-edged points that pierced their bodies, which would have been unimaginably painful in life.
Whoa!
Or slicing straight through flesh into organs and other vital structures. The shapes of the points indicated that the attack had been carried out with bows and spears.
That must.
First was believed to have represented a pitched battle between two warring factions. However, after some analysis, including the varying ages and gender, a new conclusion was drawn that the Jebel Sahaba was the site of not one, but multiple battles, and none against two armed groups. Rather, a series of raids and ambushes on not only unsuspecting groups, but unarmed groups. In this particular situation, scientists believe that the Nile Valley had been undergoing immense ecological changes, likely drying out, which thus led to a drop in resources and suddenly making it very quote-unquote advantageous for humans to start killing their fellow kind. And to me,
For resources, basically, right?
on our species, where in the event that things get tough, instead of cooperating and trying to come up with a solution, the solution is instead to murder everyone around you, including children.
You know where most people get that mindset?
What mindset?
Inbreeding.
From what?
I mean, they get a bunch of pent up rage whenever they start inbreeding.
Oh, yeah.
Say this to any aliens watching this, I don't condone this, and I'm sure we can do better, so don't let this happen. Now, with this all said, while Homo sapiens have produced the most disturbing fossil finds by
We're all Homo sapiens. I love Michael Scott.
local violence, it's definitely an issue not limited to our species. Rather, it's a problem for our overall genus, Homo. And thus, even the species that are no longer with us have been responsible for their own horrific act or two.
This is a real movie?
This isn't short either. Yet, what I think takes the cake for the most deranged discovery regarding non-sapient humans has to be something called Atapuerca. This forsaken location is situated in the Burgos province of Spain, and is by far the oldest case to talk about.
You should know something about this, Spaniard. What's that smell, huh?
Dating all the way back to 850,000 years ago, during the early Pleistocene. However, despite it being one location, it's really multiple sites within one massive area. In 3 different excavations, 9 different areas have been explored, each yielding vastly different finds from multiple periods. But one of the more memorable ones is a natural chimney of sorts that has accumulated the largest deposit of early hominins that we know of, with the inside of it containing over 5,500 skeletons. And get this, they didn't even all belong to the same humans, with some belonging to Homo heidelbergensis, others to Neanderthals, and some possibly to Denisovans, with the age also ranging greatly, with them being from 350,000 to 800,000 years old. And along with the diversity in species, This site also
It's crazy how
carries
long these bones can live up for.
past. Some deceased had certain health conditions, like craniosynostosis, while others were evidently killed by their fellow humans via blunt force trauma, and some simply seem to have died from old age. Now, what we are sure
That was so
is that
rare
this
for them to
could be
die from old
bones
age,
was a
though.
natural occurrence, like for example,
That means they had to be respected even by the people that have the physical power to, kill them.
Yeah.
water having swept over the area, and thus carrying out these bones in this location, or if it was some sort of burial practice. Yet, regardless, this isn't what we are here for, as another area, Autopotica, dubbed Trinchera Dolina, is in some ways more important and definitely more heinous. Now, this wasn't some narrow chimney, rather a massive cavern that first started to be excavated back in the early 1900s. Interestingly, there are multiple different quote-unquote levels to this place, each one with a different sediment that represents a different time period. And thus far, there are 11 different levels which are dubbed TDs. Now, most of the TDs are actually rather tame. You might find a tool on one level, some animal bones on the other, etc., etc. You get the picture. However, TD6
etc.
crazy is here remained belonging to at least 11 different hominins have been found. 11 different hominins that were butchered. Not exactly new news, but here's the thing. More than 30% of the lot had clear signs of having been cannibalized, with bones showing cut marks akin to how hunters butcher animals, with observations also showing that they were scraped, meaning whoever ate them wanted to get every last nook and cranny on meat. So quite upsetting, but I'm about to up it one more time, because this wasn't a simple cannibalistic massacre, rather one aimed at a very specific type of person, children. Yes, among the dead, not a single adult human was found. Instead, all were either infants or, at the oldest, teenagers, with more than half clearly being under 10 years old.
That's sad.
If you did,
Yeah. Dining is a more brutal time.
Yeah, very brutal time.
Getting worse, then, I'm sorry, as the scientists ended up considering this nutritional cannibalism. In other words, the killers viewed these people just wild animals, flesh.
Whoa.
Additionally,
What'd they say?
They just saw them, they didn't even see them as humans, they just saw them as, like, they needed to hunt, they needed to eat.
Wait. Say see who, sorry,
The humans they killed.
Oh.
They didn't see them as humans. Just like as a deer,
Well,
whatever.
maybe they were a different genus and like they looked a little different.
Yeah, it said some of them were, but like, I don't know.
Were targeted as opposed to adults, because they would have been less capable of defending themselves.
Yeah.
It would be an effective way for the hostile attackers to limit the growth capabilities of their
They were hungry, I guess. They needed meat.
The part that really gets me though is that an analysis of the area and surroundings that compared the rate of human bones to other animal ones suggested that during this region, 850,000 years ago, things were going just fine. There was no climate crisis,
Really?
no disease going around, and in
So
other
just
words,
because they like the taste, I guess. That's crazy. There are plenty of animals to go around.
That's so sad.
Maybe they were easy to kill, I don't know.
Easier to kill, yeah, sounds like. Because usually, if you look at us, we do what's most conventional.
But I don't know if that's necessarily true.
Well, okay. Either they were just trying to be conventional or they're just really fucked up.
Yeah.
these people didn't have to be cannibals. They just chose to. Not
Yeah.
to mention that during the act, they decapitated one of the young specimens, likely while they were still alive. And for now, this is considered the oldest evidence of a good margin of cannibalism in the Homo genus. So it's such a nice tone for the future, doesn't it? Plus, given its nature, it's the first case of cannibalism targeted at younger people as well. And while we know the rough age of this line, the case remains unsolved in one very important area, the species, as there is disagreement on what Homo these victims were. The candidates proposed so far have been Homo erectus, Homo heidelbergensis, or the Homo antecessor, three different species known to have lived in Europe at the time. And because there were many shared similarities between these different species, and given just the poor condition of the butchered bodies, it's been hard for scientists to sort out.
My Homo erectus for you? Sorry, is that weird? It's Homo erectus.
Okay.
You know what that means? They explained it to me in
Yeah, it means that they stood up.
Yeah, exactly.
Which ones they were exploiting. But this mystery is not the point of the story here. Just that our genus is a bit messed up. And science actually kind of supports this as well, as a study of over 1,000 different species found that primates, which is what we are, have much higher rates of interspecific violence than most other mammals do. And in this circle, where red means bad stuff, you can see that we are definitely on the naughty list. Although, I will say that I was pretty surprised to find that the most bloody of all mammals are really meerkats.
What?
Not humans. But that's perhaps another story. One that I might talk about on my other channel, Living Zoo. So if you're asking questions,
You're telling me? No way. Is dang, I forgot his name. King Julian. Is he a meerkat or is he a lemur?
Oh,
He's a
he's a
lemur, isn't he?
lemur,
Yeah,
yeah.
he's a lemur. I was about to say, I'm like, not my King Julian.
humans, given our intelligence and creativity, have the ability to be much more scary and sensitive than meerkats. In other words, if I get caught by something trying to kill me, I really hope it's not a person, because we can come up with some pretty brutal ideas. And if you watch any sort of true crime, you know this. But unfortunately, ancient humans also demonstrate this very well. And perhaps another place shows it like, should it kill you instead? Doesn't exactly roll off the tongue. Well, at least in my tongue. And nor did it on the ice, as it was here that an unnecessarily brutal act was carried out. Fun fact, this location is actually not far from the major city of Frankfurt in Germany. But in this case, dates back to 7,000 years ago.
Man, I see so much messed up things going on by Germany.
Yeah.
Once again, highlighting the viciousness of the stage. And at first glance, it doesn't seem so special, as it was much smaller than, say, first time, only consisting of one large V-shaped pit, where inlaid at least
It looks like a bone itself.
one teenager and 13 adults, who had all either been whacked in the head or skewered with projectiles, which was, unfortunately, pretty standard for the time. However, what was really strange here, and not seen anywhere else, was that half of the bodies had the same peculiar pathology, smashed tibias. In other words, they got their shin bones demolished. Pretty unusual. I mean, literally one of a kind.
Probably to keep them from running, right?
Yeah,
But remember, they
to keep
only
them from
had
running.
limbs, all of them. So,
Oh,
what
they
is
were already
this all
dead.
well, according to the team that excavated
So
the
not
mountains,
that.
reports of dark hormone,
I don't know though.
mutilation, and torture. All the break-ins seems to have been carried out with the same weapons. But what was really striking is that the afflicted group were residents of the small neighborhood community.
I'm
In other words,
confused.
they weren't
Were they dead then, or no?
rather than people living their lives. Who were
I
then
couldn't
attacked
tell
by
you, I
the
didn't
party,
listen.
Who decided to not only rape them, but torture them by bashing into their legs.
Oh, it was torture.
Now, it's possible that the attack was done in order to take the resources of this community or the attackers group. Yet, that's what makes the torture part of the question, and shows perhaps early signs of sadism, which is, unfortunately, actually surprisingly common in humans, at least based on a few studies. There's also the perhaps weirder but less horrifying idea that shins were actually broken after death in order to prevent their ghosts from chasing the killers. Odd, but given how odd we are, believable. Yet the one thing that gets me is that, like mentioned, not all the legs have been broken. Plus, even some of the kids assigned this mutilation, meaning it would seem odd that they didn't make sure that all of the ghosts could run after them. But, whatever the case, didn't exactly restore my confidence in humanity. So, I think I'm gonna go take a walk in nature. Peace.
Alright, y'all. This is the point at just remember at 1 hour 13. This is where we're gonna start talking about Fight Club. Why you shouldn't talk about Fight Club. Alright? Get it right. Get it right. I'll be playing
If it works.
hold on. I'll be playing Totally Accurate Battle Simulator while we talk about it. And you guys just let us know if you want the entire, like, we'll basically refine what we have said in our points. With the exact same title of this live. Go ahead, pull up the. Yeah, can you pull up the doc?
Streamer mode? Do they have one? Is it necessary?
Maybe I could pull it up. Nah, it's not necessary. Just pull up the doc and we'll talk about it. Wait, what? You said something. Oh, they're making enchiladas. Alright. I usually like to play sandbox on here. I always, as a kid, liked playing with this game. Whenever I was like 17, I think I got to first play it on computer since it wasn't out. It took me a while, and I love watching this on YouTube. Let's talk about at any point. Oh, yeah, my main character nuts right here.
What?
Shh, 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 shh. It's not supposed to make sense. Look at him. Go ahead. What do you want to talk about first with Fight Club?
Basically, I started off with the two reasons I think that the rule even exists. And I feel like it's both there's an internal reason and then there's an external reason of why basically they even have the rule that you shouldn't talk about Fight Club. I think the external reason is to prevent there from being status or like hierarchy, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's more about the experience, and if you use Fight Club as like, if you use the fact that you're in the club as like a tool to boast, you're kind of like diluting it. Because no one in the Fight Club has any sort of status. They're all on the same level, except the founders, of course, but they don't even really have real status. It's more just like respect, right?
Yeah.
Because they're only given status out of respect. And that's kind of how it is for everyone, because there's no sort of ranking, anything like that.
Yeah, because they say it, like, you shouldn't talk about it, and no one really tries to. And some characters, like, whenever they get into the house scene where they try to join and being part of that house, you know, he has to, like, I think the main character literally has to tell Bob, that big character, that the one that has, like, cancer, you know, he has to tell him, like, no, like, you don't get it yet, you know, you just have to stand there and just take it. You get what I mean?
Basically, it's supposed to be like your own like internal. It shouldn't be an external thing at all. It should be your own like internal. I feel like what it's trying to say is that like Fight Club, the point of it is to like reflect internally. So if you talk about it, it kind of gets rid of that. It gets rid of that, you know? Like, it becomes an external thing as soon as you start using it as a bragging tool. Also, Fight Club believes more in, like, shared struggle instead of a shared meaning. So, the fact, if you were to talk about it, like, if you were in the group and you were to talk about it, basically, when you talk about things, you sort of, like, you come to consensus. Right? Like, you might change your mind about things, or you might, like, refine your idea. And that's a good thing, but basically what they're trying to keep from is consensus. Because they want to keep everyone's individuality, their own individual thoughts. So that's another main reason why they even have the rule, you know, like, more internally. They believe that everyone should struggle the same, like, they all burn the top of their hands.
Do they really?
Yeah, remember?
I actually don't remember that.
They all give themselves like chemical burns at the top.
I just remember that with the main character. And
yeah, they do it to him, but then he looks around and he sees everyone.
I forgot about that scene.
Yeah, but like they all struggle the same, and that's what causes their brotherhood. Not like that they have a shared. They don't have any sort of mission statement, you know. Like the club, there's
What do you?
no.
I don't know what mission statement
A mission
means.
statement is basically saying like, this is like what we're going to accomplish together. Like this is the point. This is the point, basically.
Yeah.
They don't have anything like that because they don't want you to know what the point is.
Yeah, because when Bob dies, he's like his name was Bob, and then they all just start repeating it without. That's basically their mission statement. Their mission, or maybe they just all repeat that the guy who died, on like they have him on the table, and that's how they give respect, knowing that his name, since he was basically a martyr, will be delivered because I don't know. I guess he died for them.
Yeah, essentially. I mean, yeah. The point is that you're not meant to talk about it, because if you talk about it, I guess it kind of cheapens the experience because you have less to think about and more to like. And I'm not saying it's bad to like talk things out with other people. I think it's actually a really good thing because while it does cause consensus, I think consensus sometimes is a good thing because you could realize like, I thought this, but I realized that maybe this point is a little better, you know? So I'm not trying to say that I think one way is better. I'm more so trying to say that I think, like, why I think it was a rule at all. Because I feel like they didn't really want that. They wanted more because I think the point is everyone has always been telling them how to do things and, like, what to do. And I think basically what they're trying to say is, like, they're sick of it. They want to think for themselves. So it's a very extreme version of that, basically. Like, okay, we're going to entirely think for ourselves. And we're not going to listen to what other people say, like, at all, you know?
Yeah.
So I feel like those are the main, like, reasons why the rule exists. But I'd argue, like, there's better reasons for, like, why it shouldn't exist. Because I feel like almost the fact that that rule exists at all, like, I feel like it makes people want to talk about it more, don't you think?
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's the whole thing with Fight Club. If that wasn't a rule at all, I don't know if people would really even talk about it as much. Because people like secrets. People like secrecy a lot. And I feel like the fact that he says that it's supposed to be a secret is why people in Fight Club enjoy it so much. Because it's like they have this exclusivity, you know, something that they can only be in. And other people will, like, see them, like, showing up with bruises or, like, acting different. And they don't know why, because they can't talk about it. But, like, I feel like it's trying to say, like, it feels good to be part of something that no one else gets to be part of. And I feel like that almost in of itself kind of cheapens the experience, because if the whole reason you like it is the exclusivity, isn't that the same thing they're trying to get away from?
I think you're on something, yes. I think you're correct about that, but, you know, unless you guys want us to make another video, we will refine these ideas.
This one's kind of a big point, but I would say Fight Club kind of becomes a hive mind. Like, I think it tried so hard to go into one direction that it ended up being...
like the...
Okay. That it ended up being, like, the exact opposite thing, essentially. Like, they tried so hard to be their own individual selves that they ended up just literally listening to, like, whatever he said, you know? Whatever he said, they would just be like, yes, okay, we're going to do that. No really questions asked. They just listen. Yeah, basically I'm saying, like, I think they tried way too hard to get away from the system, like the capitalist system, that they just ended up becoming something even
When you try so hard to
worse.
get away from something, you basically become it sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah, so I said the club preaches like individuality, preaches freedom and independence, and those are the things that are literally taken away from them first, no? Like, sure, they have individuality, but like not really, because they don't really talk about themselves. I'd say, like, because they stopped talking about themselves. Like, in those therapy groups, they were talking about themselves.
Mm-hmm.
But as soon as they get part of Fight Club, they just become the club itself.
That's a good point.
You know?
Yeah.
So I think they almost become like a hive mind.
Mm-hmm.
They lose their individuality. They lose their independence, and they lose their freedom because they just listen to whatever he says. They become like subservient. And I feel like that's the point a lot of people miss, because a lot of people really like Fight Club because it's like, oh yeah, I wish I could, like, I would just be able to do whatever, you know, I would be my own person. But I feel like the point of it is trying to say, like, well, that's not what happened at all.
Yeah.
You know?
Uh-huh.
I feel like they ended up becoming whatever he told them to be.
Because they were all fighting for a greater thing.
Yeah, but they become dependent on it, like entirely dependent.
On, like, becoming one thing?
No, on the club.
Okay.
Like, they become dependent on being whatever the club tells them to be.
Mm-hmm.
Because whatever Tyler told them to do, they would have done it, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. I mean, it shows it too, like, his life kind of gets torn apart. And in the end, it's kind of better for him, I guess, but, like, he ends up, like, cussing out his boss, I think, right?
Yeah, he does. He loses his job.
And that's not healthy either. I mean, he wasn't in a healthy position to start with because he hated his job.
Yeah, he was literally, like, in and out of, like, dreaming, and he didn't know what was reality.
And I'm sure he felt... But I feel like what he's trying to say is, like, Tyler, that version of himself, is so extremist. Like, to a point where it's unhealthy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, really, really unhealthy. Because Tyler doesn't feel anything, really. It is Tyler, right?
Yeah. Tyler is, his alter ego.
His alter ego. He doesn't feel fear. He doesn't feel love.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't feel anything, really.
No.
Like, he's the perfect example of, like, the toxic masculine archetype. And I think that's the point people tend to miss. That, like, Tyler is not something you're supposed to
become,
strive to be.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Because, I mean, he looks really good on paper, but literally he does not feel anything.
Mm-hmm.
That's the point. Like, he was able to, like, burn his hand probably with no problem. I mean, I know he did it to himself, but, like, while he was doing it to himself, what was Tyler doing? Telling him to do it.
But it still is him.
Exactly. That's where it gets kind of confusing, but I feel like they really try to show that with I forget her name. The woman character?
I forget it too, honestly.
I don't remember her name, but, like, I feel like they try to show that with a love interest because, like, they're quote unquote both interested in her.
Mm-hmm.
But the only one who's really interested in her is the narrator, because he's the only one that can feel that kind of love.
Yeah.
I mean, Tyler is with her. I know they're the same person, but Tyler is with her and, like, they're sleeping together, but that's all he sees her as, just, like, someone he's sleeping with.
Mm-hmm.
So it's, like, it's not good either, and I think that they're really trying to show that, but I feel like people can miss that point, you know?
Yeah.
I feel like it's really, really, really just trying to show that, like, almost if you try to be too masculine, you'll end up losing yourself.
Yeah, and something that's already bought and sold.
Yeah.
Because masculinity these days is kind of just a commercial.
Exactly. I mean, Tyler, he's not, like, you can't really say he's happy, can you?
Mm-hmm.
But it's not even that. It's, like, everyone else that was part of the Fight Club they wanted to be like the most masculine versions of themselves, and what did they end up being? Basically, just a foot soldier. Like very, very subservient, I'd say.
But they were doing something greater, like I continue to say. You know, they were trying to cancel out everybody's credit.
They were, and I won't discredit that. Like, I think it had a very good message, regardless. But I just.
It was a wrong way to go about it, and
there
Tyler, or you know, Tyler's original. I forget who his actual name is.
I don't know if they ever give him a name.
Yeah, they do.
They do.
The main character, he has a name. Let me search it up because we really need to know that.
Yeah. The Fight Club.
It's just so forgettable. Edward.
They just
no. The narrator. They never. I guess they did.
Is the narrator Jack?
He doesn't have a name. The screenplay refers to him.
But they never
as Jack.
give him a name. That's interesting. Oh, it's Marla.
Marla?
Marla's the girl.
Marla's the girl. Yes, Marla's the girl. And I was talking about Bob. They made the entire Fight Club just. I mean, the narrator didn't even try to like say, you know, we should start chanting Bob. He wanted to respect them, but what Fight Club thought about it was just to like continue saying his name as the operation or what they were doing.
I feel like that's the point too. The fact that they never give him a name is trying to say like it could be anybody. Because I feel like what they're trying to say is like almost he falls into a cult.
There's always a narrator in your head.
Yeah, and I've seen a lot of people talk about this too. It kind of predicted, because this came way before, but it kind of predicted not only like the self-help like stuff that's going on today, but especially with like self-help, but like for men, you know, like a lot of the stuff that's going on today with people selling their courses, like men talking about how to
gurus.
Yeah, how to be like the perfect alpha male and stuff like that. And I feel like Tyler really embodies those like alpha male like gurus, right?
I guess, yeah.
Like, cause essentially he's not saying it, but he's essentially saying like, buy my course, you know, fall in line to what I think.
But it is still what he thinks, you know. It's what the narrator thinks, cause it's ultimately him.
Yeah, it's a hard line. It's really a hard line because you can take a lot of good things from this movie, but you can also take it as a warning, and that's what I like about it. Because I feel like I'm not even saying like what their mission was. I don't even think it was necessarily wrong, because it is what he wanted to do. But I'm saying more. I think that with the way he gained like followers, the way he like said what they were gonna get out of it wasn't really either what they were actually wanting to get out of it, or wasn't really what they were getting out of it at all, because they weren't really becoming any more masculine, and they weren't really becoming any more individualistic. They were just kind of doing what he said. They bought into this system, but they don't really present it that way. I don't think they present it more like they're all going to like self-actualize, but the only one that self-actualizes, in my opinion, is the narrator. When he realizes, when he stands up to Tyler, because who stands up to Tyler? Nobody. And if they're really such men, then you'd think, right?
Yeah, they'd finally be able to think for themselves. But I mean, they've thought enough to agree.
I guess. But in my opinion, it's like it does come off very like culty. And very, what do you call, like, kind of like a hive mind. Because besides Bob, do they really talk about any of the other characters and, like, how, like, their individual selves?
Any other characters?
Yeah, do they? I could be wrong. I really don't think so, though.
I don't remember necessarily, but like I said, you know, if you guys want another video about this, please let us know.
Yeah, we'll have to watch the movie again, because admittedly, I've only seen it once. But I mean, it struck that much with me that I really remembered it. I mean, I know I'm not getting all the details right, but overall, I liked it. I thought it was a really good movie. But basically what I wrote is that I think essentially what it's trying to show, like the main warning is that how systems can be really, really ineffective if they have no tolerance, you know? No tolerance for any sort of, like, change or new ideas, especially. Because the fact that they don't let anybody talk about it, I feel like causes its own kind of intolerance for... Because no one can really question if they can't talk about it at all, you know? And I feel like essentially that's what he's saying. Don't ask questions.
Mm-hmm.
Don't question, just be. And while I think that can be good in some instances, I feel like
that can lead to almost not, I want to say centralized government, but you know, just more like a mafia, I guess.
That's what I was kind of like seeing. Like they were trying so hard to get away from capitalism, they almost caused their own like dictatorship, like communism almost, because nobody has any sort of rank, nobody's above anybody. Isn't that kind of like communism in its own kind of way?
Mm-hmm.
Like, and then there's like someone on top, not of course like not theoretical communism where like everyone's the same, but like communism kind of in the real world where you know you have someone on top and then everyone else has no rank. I don't know, that's kind of what I saw. I could be wrong, but I just found that interesting because they hate capitalism so much that they go into like a whole, almost into a circle, you know, because like they don't want anyone telling them what to do. They don't want their boss to tell them when to come into work and like what they should be doing, and then they just go around. They ended up listening to Tyler. Mm-hmm. He's the new boss, you know. They just replaced who it is, but essentially it's the same thing because he's still telling them what to do.
He is. He really is. Any other points you want to get on before we end this stream?
Basically what I said about tolerance is that I think this is shown as like an inner conflict he has, like physically manifested, because he has two parts of him, and only one part of him shows any tolerance, and that's the narrator. It's not Tyler. Tyler has no tolerance for anything. Like, he'll kill anyone who gets in his way. He almost tried to kill himself.
He really did, yeah.
He has no
on that
tolerance.
Driving scene, right? Is that what you're talking about? Whenever they were about to hit the truck?
And in the end, too, I think he tries to stop himself.
Yeah.
So, like, a couple times, yeah, basically.
It was a good thing to let go. Like, I believe what Tyler was saying was somewhat true, but at the end of the day, it's just, there's an extent to, you know.
Yeah.
There's an extent,
there
like there
is
with most things.
Yeah, but I think...
Holy shit.
Oh my gosh.
Holy shit.
Especially with Marla, I want to say. He had no tolerance for Marla. He said, you get rid of her. Mm-hmm. And he didn't, you know? So I think, yeah, basically it's just trying to say, eventually who wins? The narrator or Tyler? It's the narrator.
The narrator.
Exactly, because he has tolerance. And that's the only... He wins. I think it's trying to say, if you go too far extreme, you'll end up destroying yourself. I feel like that is the main message of Fight Club. But ultimately, how I wanted to start the video is...
Yeah, because he shot himself.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He shot himself in the end. You're right. He did shoot himself.
Yeah, it's crazy. But, I mean, he finally learned... It was funny. Like, he needed himself to find... And he's the only one who really got this. He learned how to be, like, a man, you know? Because he stood up, he stuck it to the man, and he stuck it to himself. And he was the only one to do that in all of Fight Club. He tried to dismantle it, and nobody else tried to do anything like that. They just listened. Mm-hmm. And I feel like it's trying to say, like, he's really, even more than Tyler. Like, he had to stick up to Tyler, who on paper was, like, the manliest guy there. He stuck up to him.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's trying to say, like, that's what true masculinity is.
That's a good point. I really think that's a good point, because most people forget to stick up for yourself is the most masculine thing, like you're saying. Mm-hmm. To stick up for others is a brave thing.
And it's not even, like, about masculinity, but I keep saying it because I feel like that's kind of what it's trying to tackle. But I mean, I think just in general, if you can't stick up to yourself, like what kind of respect do you have for yourself?
Oh, that's a good point.
Right?
Really good point right there.
I don't even think it's something about gender, but I do really feel like that's what they're trying to tackle, no? Like I think they even touch on it. Like they touch on it a lot. I don't know. I feel like I might have different perspectives too, cuz like of course I'm not a man, but
I think you're getting on something really nice. I mean, shit, I can say for certain I'm a man. I think I have man parts.
I don't know. I think it's interesting cuz I think it's really interesting cuz I feel like ultimately I kind of wanted to say, like, Fight Club is kind of like its own paradox. Because I feel like they say you shouldn't talk about it. Because ultimately, it's funny because... No, I wanted to talk about this too. It is a paradox.
He dabbed!
It is a paradox because ultimately it's a movie, right? And they're sticking up for capitalism. What is a movie? Something to be bought, consumed, and shared.
Alright, now you're getting a little too meta.
Yeah, it is very meta, but like I find it interesting.
Yeah. Nonetheless.
Because Fight Club would be against Hollywood, like 100%. And yet it's a movie.
It's a movie.
Yeah.
You're right.
I found that really interesting.
Any other points you want to bring up?
Yeah, I wanted to get more into... Basically, I think not only should the characters not talk about Fight Club, I feel like basically they're trying to tell the viewer, because it is so meta, that like you shouldn't talk about Fight Club, which I know is very ironic because here we are talking about Fight Club. But basically, I think... Because the movie's so convoluted and it's very hypocritical if you really look into it. It has a lot of contradictions. And I feel like that's for a reason. I feel like it's so you can take away your own... You can decide which contradictions are... Like, which parts of the movie are correct in your eyes and which ones are wrong.
Just like anything else, honestly.
Yeah, I feel like it's supposed to have that contradiction because when there's a contradiction... You have to take a side, you know? It's like, whoa. They're saying this, and they're also saying that. Like, they're saying two different things. I have to choose which one I think is right and which one's a contradiction, you know? So I feel like they're trying to say, like, you shouldn't talk about it because you should be, just like in the movie, you should be deciding for yourself instead of creating consensus, you know?
That's a good point.
I don't know. I just find it interesting. But, yeah, I said, like, the movie kind of mimics the club in that way, where, like, any interpretation can be seen as correct, because as long as it's your own interpretation that you took from the movie, like, it is going to be correct, you know? It directly mirrors its own, like, philosophy in that sense, and it's... in of itself, like, that's just paradoxical. It's interesting. It has paradoxes to it. Yeah, and I feel like you can't even say... I feel like I wanted to say Fight Club is undefinable, but you can't even really say that because in of itself, isn't that a label?
Yeah.
So you can't even say that without, like, being part of the paradox itself. I don't know. It's just, it's weird because...
One of the real reasons why you shouldn't talk about Fight Club.
Yeah, because as soon as you say, even if saying you shouldn't talk about Fight Club, that's introducing its own paradox. Because by saying that, you are talking about Fight Club.
It's funny.
I don't know. I find it really fun, yeah. But, yeah. It's like, it's a loop, and you can't escape it. That's what I put.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to bring up? Because you're making really good points here, I feel.
That was most of the points I wanted to get onto, like why I think it's paradoxical, why I think that rule exists in the movie, and why I think it's kind of, what do you call it, contradictory that it exists at all. Because it has the opposite effects, like I said.
Mm-hmm.
Because I really wonder, if that wasn't a rule, that you can't talk about Fight Club, do you think there would be as many people part of Fight Club if it wasn't so underground?
Can you ask me again? I'm sorry, I'm too into this battle.
A question I raise you. If Tyler never said you can't, the first rule of Fight Club is to not talk about Fight Club, and it wasn't so secret, do you think as many people would be part of Fight Club?
No.
Yeah. There you go. I agree. I don't think as many people would be part of it, because what they like is the exclusivity.
The exclusivity.
And that is one of the biggest hypocrisies of it all, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Because they love the exclusivity because it's only something they and, like, their brothers, you know, quote unquote brothers, can participate in. But, like, what's even the point of that if they're trying to get away from that? So they're trying to get away from people with all the money and the power, but they feel special. I don't know. I find it interesting. I find it real interesting. But yeah, I think I hit on most of the points I wanted to talk about. Besides Marla, I guess. But
Yeah, on another video, if you guys want us to expand.
Yeah, I could definitely expand. I love to talk. I think I've been talking for like half an hour now.
Yeah, I think I can attest to that. Is that fair?
What?
Is that fair that I can attest to that?
Yeah, because you talk a lot too.
All right. Okay, well, we come to the end. Thank you guys for everything you've done, which is basically just watch us.
Yeah, hopefully you've gotten this far, because I feel like definitely this last half is a lot more, I don't know, I guess packed than the first half.
Please give us a like and subscribe if you feel like we deserve it.